Hey, you guys, it's your girl Kamika. Welcome back. It's time for another Friday Facts. And today we're going to talk about proper expectations for hair growth. All right, so if you guys were on our Makeba timeline this past week, you probably noticed how I did a PSA on, something that I had seen uh, on my social media timeline. It was a product that I had seen, and the product was making claims or inferring claims about how fast someone's hair would grow. And it was showing, it was a picture of someone who had had a visible bald spot, then turned around and their hair was completely filled in a week. In addition to that, I had also put in how I had been seeing people with hair growth oils who were using them on children, and it was crazy. It's like the adults would look at it and say, "Oh my gosh, that works so well," and then they'd run off and buy it, and not knocking anybody's product, but really just coming back to our Makebas and saying, hey, we got to have proper expectations when it comes to hair growth and when it comes to using topical aids to be able to aid in thicker hair, longer hair, growing hair, helping to retain hair. We got to be wise about this. And here at Makeba, we're all about education. We don't want you to be uh, taken by anybody's false claims. Everything doesn't work for everyone, but there are also certain things that you should be looking for that make you go, I don't know about that one. All right. And that's with anyone's products, our products included. We're big on truth and advertising here, so we don't try and put 20 on 10 when it comes to our products. But, and things work differently for different people. Some people have grow hair faster than other people, and some people grow hair slower than other people. But there is a thing called the law of averages, right? And there is hair science that we like to rely on when it comes to, formulating our products and using products and giving you reasonable expectations as to when products should work. So here's something that I shared just in case you missed it. Regardless of what your ethnicity or your race is, hair across the board for the human race grows on average about half an inch a month. When you use something like a topical hair growth oil, such as, let's say, our Heal and Grow, um, that goes to aid in deficits that you have. It goes to provide nutrients to your the root system of your hair, because hair is dead, right? Hair is just hardened keratin. It's dead already, but the root system is still alive. It's still producing. It still is subject to vitamins and minerals in your blood flow. And so when you're using a topical product, the topical product, anything that you put on your skin has the potential to be fully absorbed into your skin. Some things absorb more readily than others. Some things don't absorb at all because the molecules of how the whatever it is created are too big. But generally, you should always expect that anything that you put on your skin is going to absorb into the dermal layers of your skin, the sublayers. And so that's the same thing with any hair care product that you put on your skin, which is why you want to choose a product that is healthy and natural, as natural as possible, without any adverse effects. So look, that's another conversation. Just because it's natural doesn't mean you don't have to pay attention to if it's safe or not. And so when you're using a topical product, they're hopefully able to penetrate down to the root structure of the hair, get into your bloodstream, and begin to provide the nutrients that your body is deficient in to aid in healthy hair growth. Here's another fact: your hair, your nails, and even your skin are the last organs that your body, or appendages that your body will feed. Your body is always concerned about feeding the major organs first: your heart, your liver, your kidneys, those things first before it will feed your hair, before it will feed your nails. So these are the last things that your body will feed. And so anything that you put into your system extra once your body synthesizes it and applies it to the areas that are major. Then it'll go to feeding your hair, your eyelashes, your skin, your nails, things like that. And so, um, with that, with healthy things, you still got to allow it to get into your bloodstream and be able to be transported and cleansed and routed throughout your whole body. And so I'm not going to get too much more into that. Friday Facts Friday is designed to be a quick place, quick like 5 or so minutes where you can come and get some quick information to be able to use to help you to make wise decisions and be a wise consumer. But yeah, know that hair grows at about half an inch a month, and so these topical things that you see a lot of. Um, like adding sulfur and adding monostat and adding those kinds of topical aids to your hair care, that they can serve dual purpose. But if you see any growth more than, let's say, on the average half an inch a month, you're going to see some adverse side effects. You're going to get the headaches. You're going to get the like when people add all that biotin to their diets. I'm not saying you shouldn't add biotin. I'm just saying that you got to be wise and make sure that you add the proper daily value of daily amount for the proper daily value of biotin. Otherwise, you're going to have pimples. Otherwise, you can have pimples in your scalp, pimples on your face. You could have some other adverse effects. So you got to be really careful with some of the stuff that you're adding. I remember back in the day we used to add not fluoridated, flour of sulfur to oil products, and yeah, it helped with the hair growth, but it stunk to high heavens, and it caused serious headaches. And so, we don't want to die for beauty. We just don't want, and it's not sustainable, right? And then you also have the issues where it was drying the hair out. So you got to be really, really careful with all this, these extra things that you add to your hair. And then if you are adding them and they are working for you, let's say like a monostat. Monostat works because monostat is an antibacterial ointment. There's antibacterial properties to it. Plus, I think it's antiviral too, but don't quote me on that. And so, what it does is when it gets on the scalp, it helps to destroy the bacteria the bad bacteria that's already on your scalp. Well, you don't need to add monostat to your scalp to do that. You just need to keep your scalp clean. Keep your scalp clean. Keep your scalp moisturized. Don't be going 3 and 4 weeks between shampooing and conditioning. You keep your combs and your brushes clean. Don't leave your protective styles in for too long. I think 6 weeks is the max. We can talk about that in another video as well. But that's the goal. See, a lot of times, let me just say this and then I'm going to wrap this up. A lot of times what tends to happen when people start to notice that their hair is really taking off, let's say you start using the product and your hair is really taking off, a lot of times, Makebas, what that is that you are now finally paying attention and applying the care and the attention that your hair has been craving for a long time. So now you are following a regimen when you didn't have a regimen before. And now your hair is responding and flourishing to that regimen that you're doing. It's not necessarily that you done got some silver bullet or some magic pill or some magic potion in the bottle that's doing it. That may be helping. But it's the fact that you are showing your hair love, care, and affection that is going to put the health back into your hair. Now, I'm going to go ahead and call this a day. As I always say, if this information has been helpful to you, please share and like and love and comment. Let's have a dialogue about this. Share information that you think may be useful for the other Makebas. And yeah, let's talk about this. I want to cut this short because this is going on our IGTV. So I got to be under 10 minutes. So I got to go, you guys, because I was about to get to start preaching. But thank you guys for watching our Friday Facts, Fun Facts. And if you guys have any ideas or if you have any questions about anything that you've just always wondered about or you just want some clear, concise answers on, drop that in our comment section as well. And it may be selected and I may talk about that in a future Friday Facts video. All right. Love you guys.